Good morning. It is time for another tournament. Today I'm fishing the Spro frog only tournament. So it's a topwater only tournament, has to be Spro frogs. I got a whole box of them. I got a bunch of rods with frogs tied on. I'm fishing Lake Guntersville and it's been great weather, so it should be a good tournament. But stay tuned. Hopefully I can put a good video together for you. So it's gonna be fun. All right, 6 o'clock in the morning, first cast. Get it out of the way. I'm gonna go sneak up on the spot. First fish of the day. Freaking hammered it. Oh, come on. All right. This is a big one. Stay down. Get up in here. Come on, yes! Boom! Look at that Guntersville stud. Switched over to the glide. I don't know what they call the glide baiting or glide shad or walking bait anyway. Oh, my goodness gracious. That son of a gun will definitely help. little guy just sucked it in. So these bass aren't under the pads yet or under the mats, they're on the outside edge. So I'm working the outside edge, and I've got several different baits tied onto several different frog rods, but I just caught that one on this little popping glide. I don't know what they call it, but it glides up. I mean, it glides and it pops, and I caught it right on the edge of the grass. The other one I've got out, just your standard black frog. Nothing special. I work over top of the mats with that. That works really, really good when they get inside the mats. The one I caught that big one on was just kind of a shad color, a glide shad. I think that's what they call them. But I saw a swirl, like something was eating bait fish, and I went over to it, and that's when I caught that big one. I threw right in that area, and he absolutely annihilated it. So those are the 3 rods I have out. I have several other ones tied on, but basically what I'm doing is just I'm going between something that looks like a frog, something that looks like a shad, and something that looks like a bluegill. I got a green pumpkin popping frog in the back, and I'm going to throw that a little bit later on today. But yeah, dude, so far so good. 3 fish in. I'm pumped. I'm absolutely pumped. If I can get a limit, I'm doing really, really good. So let's keep rolling. Fish number 5, he ain't very big. Look at how he's got that frog. Good grief. Ooh, he ain't that big. But he's number 5. Let's put him on the board. "13 inches. 13 inches. 13 inches. That's it. Well, let's go to the award ceremony. Looks like I came in 3rd. Again. Oh, goodness. All right.
Third place with 83 inches and gets $500. He also had first big fish with a 21.5 for $462.50. Goes to Gene Denson. Got to move his camera around now.
Yeah, I know it. That's awesome.
Gene, tell us about your day. Big fish?
The big fish was a surprise. It was out in the middle of nowhere. I saw some shad boil and grabbed one of the, what do they call it, the glide shads. Threw it out there, a couple of cranks. Of course, I always get distracted. I looked off the other direction and he destroyed it. So that was pretty fun. That was first thing in the morning. That was actually my second fish. I started out like gangbusters, and then from 10 o'clock on didn't catch anything. And I caught my sixth fish with like 8 minutes left of the day. But it was fun. I run 6 frog rods on my kayak, and I would cycle between them. If I miss one on a black bronze eye frog, I would throw a green pumpkin behind it and get bit again and catch them, and just would switch back and forth between the two. I threw pop shads, I threw everything, and I caught something on most every. I mean, at least one. I caught each fish came on something different. So.
Did you get a lot of blow-ups throughout the day, or
no?
Just what you needed?
Just yeah. I think I had one little fish that I goofed around with for like 10 minutes and got him to blow up 4 times, but he always would just miss it from about 4 inches behind it. So
you know he wasn't really little, right?
He was little. He came out of the water twice. But by that time I was so bored. It is what it is. So
excellent. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it. And,
appreciate it.
Hope to see you again next year.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Well. Here's the damage. Look at how dirty my boat is. I ended up with big fish in 3rd place, taking home almost $1,000. So, pretty dang cool. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me fish a tournament. The times I struggled and the times I did good, and it just, you know, it's always important to try to keep a positive mental attitude. And I keep telling myself I would have that over and over again, but. Man, I love fishing tournaments, especially when they're kind of relaxing and, you know, it's not serious. Now, the National Championship, I'm going to be a little bit more serious about that, and it's going to be a little bit more harder to film, but I'll try. But, guys, thanks for watching. Like I always say, be sure to introduce somebody to fishing. Introduce them to my channel. Let me help you teach them how to fish. More important, to get out of the water. Go ahead and catch some fish, and have a great day. We'll see you.